So the Exceltra is a weapon that promotes movement. You need to keep moving in order for this thing to be, I guess, as effective as possible. Not for any kind of damage increase or anything silly like that, but you need to keep moving in order to keep picking ammo up. So it's constantly at you. It's like one of those, kind of, I guess, like one of those noisy gym instructors, you know, screaming at you to keep your big ass from moving, you know, move, 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 get the ammo, more, move, move, right up until, I guess, you get fit enough to tell them to put more weights on the bar, and they turn around and tell you, but there are no more weights, and you're now fit and shredded enough to wear spandex without looking like a Christmas ham. Job done. The Exceltra, in a way, is that gym instructor. Keep moving or run out of ammo and die. So you may have to, I guess, alter your playstyle just a little bit. I know it's a bit of a weird take, I know. Moving on. The Exceltra is a fully auto rocket propelled rifle that feels like it was made with one Warframe in mind, and that's its owner, Gauss, or even, I guess, Mirage with her mirrors, just for giggles, but more so Gauss. It is his signature weapon, and like I said, it promotes movement, staying on your toes, not exactly a static playstyle, so forget about camping in one spot with it, because you will run out of ammo in about a minute flat, and combining it with Gauss, who is always on the run, feels like the perfect combination. It's a rifle that looks pretty damn cool as well. It has those kind of jiggle physics going on with the wings on each side of it, and the reload for the rifle is pretty cool as well. But how exactly does the Exceltra perform? Is it a good weapon? I guess, to put it as bluntly as possible, the Exceltra is in the top 5 for highest damage of all assault rifles in Warframe right now. It's got the joint highest crit chance of all assault rifles, second highest crit multiplier of all assault rifles, a high fire rate. It's got rounds that explode after travelling 7 meters. Those explosions have a 3 meter radius, which can spread bleed effects with Hunter munitions like the best weapons in the game. But I think Hunter munitions is maybe what makes this weapon excel or even stand out. Its damage really falls off without it. Is it a good weapon? Overall, it's a really good weapon. Can it kill anything in the star chart? Yes. Sortie level? Yes. And above. Is it good? Yes. Is it power creep? No. Which I guess instantly makes Warframe players, a lot of them anyway, disregard a weapon lately. Can it bang a level 165 heavy gunner in the simulacrum in 2 shots? No, then it's shite. That's the initial thoughts of, I guess, Wally Warframe 2019. If it ain't power creep, then it fucking blows. The Exceltra is really satisfying to run into a room full of enemies and watch them all get blown away in a hail of rockets, especially if your Gauss is redlining at the time of you shooting it, because it fires the rounds a lot faster. Watching the bleeds spread from Hunter munitions is really nice as well, but like I said, I kind of feel like Hunter munitions makes this weapon stand out more than it would if you didn't have that mod equipped. So it is a good weapon, it definitely is, but it has got definite downsides. Self-damage is a thing, although not so bad because your bullets only explode after 7 meters. They're not going to explode right in your face if an enemy runs in front of you. They need to travel that distance before they blow up. But self-damage can be a problem with a Warframe, I guess, like Volt or even like Gauss, rushing into his own bullets as you shoot them and then you sprint forward. You can accidentally run into them and kill yourself. Or you can be aim gliding over enemies and doing kind of carpet bombing, and because it's got a 3 meter radius, they can blow up and still kill you as you slowly glide down into that explosion. Now, its biggest downside though, although the self damage is pretty big, the biggest downside for a lot of players right now is that ammo pool. It is atrocious. 96 rounds is your maximum ammo with 48 rounds in the magazine, and because it has such a fast fire rate, you can expect to run dry of that ammo pretty damn quick, unless you're constantly picking more up. Like I said, you need to keep moving. It will run dry even more if you're using Gauss's redline ability, which bumps his fire rate up. So you need to kind of find that right balance, I guess, with this weapon, and maybe you can't be bothered with it, so it's maybe mastery fodder for you. I guess you can let me know in the comment section below. But it also is a mastery rank 8 weapon that's all about crit and not about status, and it kind of fits, I guess, that mastery rank 8 tier of weapons in the game pretty well. It has got a neutral riven disposition, so it's going to be a hell of a lot better with the right riven. I guess like a lot of weapons. Some weapons are mediocre, and then when you pop the right riven on them, they become some of the best weapons in the game right now. But do me a favour when it comes to this weapon. Forget about testing it in the simulacrum. It's pointless. You won't have the ammo for taking down high level enemies because you will run dry. take it into a mission, see how much fun it really is just running around. Maybe if you need to change your playstyle, then change it. Keep moving, keep on your toes, keep picking ammo up. If you need to take, I guess, a carrier prime with you or a rifle ammo mutation mod with you, then try those out and see whether you enjoy it or not. Because I ran 10 rounds of Lua Disruption yesterday and I ran dry throughout that time maybe twice, and I was only using the Exceltra. So when I ran dry, I either used my melee weapon for a minute or I switched to my pistol, and by the time I was finished with those, my Exceltra was back up to full ammo. So it's not all doom and gloom, it is manageable, and the weapon really complements Gauss, like I said, with his movement and that red line ability once you can manage his ammo. Now, to get the Exceltra, you need to run the Infested Disruption tileset on Uranus called Ur, so Uranus. Insert butt joke here, I know someone's probably going to. As for modding it, I currently have 3 Forma on mine, but I have since put a 4th onto it. This is the build that I've used for the footage of this video. Like I said, if you're lucky enough to have a Riven, then let me know how much better your Exceltra performs. Argon Scope is an okay option for this weapon, but it's an explosive weapon with a pretty average accuracy, so hitting enemies from medium to long range won't be guaranteed headshots, and because of that, I guess your weapon might suffer. So Heavy Caliber is also a mod that has a minimal effect on the accuracy of this weapon, so you might want to try it out and see just how much damage you can pump out with that mod equipped. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the Exceltra, whether you like it or not. Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.